Okay, now that we know that the student has submitted an assignment, we can go into the Grade Center and, using the rubric, grade the student's assignment. So I'm going to scroll down. Under Control Panel, we are going to go to Grade Center and open Full Grade Center. Inside the Grade Center, you are going to see the student who submitted and an exclamation mark in their cell in the grading column. To view the content of the student submission, you just scroll over and you go to the little drop-down menu next to the exclamation point. You click that drop-down and you're going to view grade details. Okay, once you're inside here, you're going to click the view attempts button here. Down here, if you scroll down, this shows the attempts that a student's made when submitting assignments. Now remember, I told you that you could set your submission to where they could submit multiple times. Everything will show up right here on this screen, so you'll see a stack of submissions with exclamation marks and buttons over here. So you could go, if you have several submissions, just go to the very last submission, would be the final paper that the student submitted. Then you can go over here and click Grade Attempt, and you can go in and see that final submission attempt. We are going to enter through here. Since we only have the one submission, we're going to view attempts. Click here. That will open up the student submission history, and I am going to scroll down, and here I see that the student attached a document right here, so I can open the document. And if I go down a little bit further, I can view the rubric. So if I click on the rubric is going to open, and it's going to have a series of radio buttons. So I can click the radio button associated with the grading cell. Okay, so here I'm going to do comprehension exceeds expectations. Again, this is what I'm grading, and I can give the student feedback. I am just going to put some feedback in here for the purposes of this tutorial, but you can really make this meaningful for the student by giving them feedback and instructing them how it relates to the criteria of the rubric that you're grading against. And I just want to put some stuff in here because then I want to show you again from the student side where they go in and where they can see that feedback. Okay, so down here, once I get my criteria set, or once I grade my rubric, it automatically calculates the grade down here. So since I was in here with points for exceeds expectations, I'm getting a raw total of 16. If I change that, it changes my raw total down here. So we'll give it a raw total of 16. For some reason, if you wanted to actually change the points, and you could do that right here, and you could overwrite your raw total with the points you type in here. This feedback is kind of overall feedback. So if you didn't want to provide feedback in each of the individual cells up here, you could do general feedback down here. And I will show you when we go back into the students, in the students area, where you're going to see that feedback. Okay, so I'm going to save this here, and it automatically drops my points in from the rubric, and I'm going to go down and I am going to submit. And now that student will be able to go back to their grade book in their Blackboard account and view not only the grade that's been submitted, but also the feedback that's been provided on the rubric. Okay, so that finishes this